have the great pleasure to welcome on board Noras Mahmoud from Iraq. And Noras will be talking with us about her experience with the Alliance over the past 5 years. So first of all, thank you so much for being with us tonight. And maybe with my first question, I would love to hear from you, introducing yourself and where you work and what is your work currently today.
Thank you so much, Audrey. I hope you heard me clearly, and big congratulations and big thanks to all the team behind these. It was very delighting and a bit emotional to see all the achievements, and I'm very glad somehow we were part of these past 5 years. So I'm Noras Mahmoud. I'm Iraq's Child Protection AOR co-coordinator, contributed by Save the Children for the AOR coordination. And if I went back, my first interaction with the Alliance was back in 2018. I was working with a national organization, and I was part of training of trainer of the CPMS. And through that training, I got to know, or I got to hear the Alliance, and I had no idea what that is, because somehow we were aware of the Global Child Protection Working Group, but we didn't know really what the Alliance is. And through that, I got to know more about the Alliance, and through the CPMS. So that was in 2018. That was my first connection, or let's say exposure to the Alliance.
And if I'm not mistaken, having Hani and Joanna were among the trainers at that time, right?
Yes.
All right. So how was this experience? What did you find, learn, and be able to contribute to when you first discovered about the Alliance and then joined the movement?
Yeah, so the first of all, the CPMS, the Child Protection Minimum Standard, also it was our first time to roll it out in Iraq. And at the same time, we had to also be part of the revision of the CPMS in 2018. So we did it both together. First of all, the tool itself, we were very excited about it. And I think everyone knows that Iraq child protection practitioner is a big fan of the CPMS. We finally found a one-stop shop for all the information that we are looking forward to. Under it is different pillars. And also we found out that this is really it's a tool, but it also can be your best friend that never betrays you, and also give you the right information. I saw someone wrote at CPMS is a gold. Yeah, but I prefer to call it it's a gold, and it's a golden friend. Also, so during being part of the revision and getting as national actors and as national child protection practitioners, it was very a delightful process for us, because we finally found out, or we finally came to realization that child protection practitioners in Iraq are part of a global revision process. Iraq is in the map, but we always felt somehow we are left out as national child protection practitioners. And the CPMS revision through the Alliance really was the tool that put us again on to be on the map, and to feel that our contribution to an interagency tool, it really matters. And our comments, especially on the Arabic version, how we see some of the translation might be better, how it might work. These were very well recognized by the CPMS lead colleagues. So this was a really great opportunity for us. And through this revision process of the CPMS, more national organizations were encouraging Iraq to be member of the Alliance. And this morning, the morning session, we had presentation from 2 national colleagues who are also joined the Alliance after that, the CPMS revision process.
Wow, I mean, I love the metaphor of having a best friend to go with you to work, and that friend will never let you down. And I think it's a beautiful metaphor. And so, and more concretely, I mean, you've been talking about, you know, your contribution and how it was an important milestone, and the Arabic translation and all those type of things, but how this has helped you or your colleagues in your daily work.
Mm-hmm. Of course, as I said, finally there were a tool that give you different information, and you don't need to look at different tools to look at for different piece of information, whether if you are in the project design, whether if you want to respond, whether if you want to know more about certain child protection risk, whether if you want to mainstream child protection into other sectors. So a book, but also most importantly, they were the whole training package that the CPMS and also the videos. These together gave a great you hear me, Audrey?
You're cutting a little bit. Can you try again?
I'm going to try just taking your video off, Norris, and see if that helps.
Norris, can you hear us? I think we've lost her.
No, well, I've turned her video off, but she might not be. Nope, she is gone. Okay. I'm sorry.
Bye. No, that's fine. I was having one last question in my little bag for her, but I'm very grateful that she actually took the time to join us today, especially knowing how busy they are in Iraq this time of the year. And yeah, I'm very touched that she has taken the time to join us today and to share how this experience collaborating with the Alliance has been helpful for the work that they are doing there in Iraq for the children. And I'm hoping that this is the same for anyone else around the world. Yes, Kat?
I was going to say, just to let you know, she has re-entered the meeting.
Okay, so maybe we can ask the last question. Is that okay for everyone? To give her a chance?
Thank you. I'm sorry for the bad connection.
That's okay. We're so glad you're back with us for actually the last question, which is, I mean, hearing from you, looking forward if you had any final words or recommendation for colleagues and for the Alliance, maybe for the next 5 years?
Yeah, so I think one of the thing is the Alliance's website and dashboard really becoming a very strong tool and as almost a resource center. But sometimes navigating through this website is a bit complicated, we think. So I think we appreciate if it can be more clarified somehow. And also, I mean, on the English side, there are different tools available, but I hope it will be the same for other languages, especially Arabic, speaking for my context. That's all. I think this is the main comment. And we look forward for more success, and I really trust the team, and we all trust the team, so we are quite optimistic. Thank you.
Actually, shukran كتير, Nahwes.
Oh, you're welcome.
You take care, and thank you so much for your feedback. No worries. As part of the upcoming few years, the website is something that we have under our radar. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. Don't go too far because, you know, we have a little gathering planned for everyone. But in the meantime, I would like to invite Hani to join us.